lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivian. If you're just coming across my channel for the first time, you're most definitely welcome. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all your support. Like, I do not take it for granted, okay? So if you're new here, I actually make videos on marriage, relationship, parenting, and health on this channel. And today's video is going to be on financial stability. You know, I just felt like my first video in this 2021 should actually focus on this, because we really need a lot of this kind of topic in this year 2021. The economy is down everywhere. It's a worldwide thing actually. How can we minimize money problems as much as possible? In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my tips with you guys, and if they sound like what you would love to watch, listen, and learn from, then keep on watching. Welcome back. So disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, neither am I a financial expert, but the tips I'm going to be mentioning in this video, they are tips that I've used over the years, they have worked, and they are still tips I plan to implement this 2021. Okay, number one on my list is protect your source of income. Okay, I feel like this is very important now at this time, because like I stated earlier, the economy is down already. A lot of organizations are looking for ways to downsize the work strength, okay, as in terms of employees. So of course you wouldn't want to be that one person who, because of laziness or because of not being industrious or not dependable, you're not laid off your job. So many persons are unemployed. A lot of persons are in the labor market still searching for jobs. So of course, working out is very important. You need to be dependable and industrious. The truth is, employers are most likely to retain employees who are very dependable, who do not complain at their job, who they know that with or without their presence, the work will still go on. And that's what I mean by dependability, or being dependable. So yes, employers are most likely to retain those kind of employees. So this is not the time to lazy about at your job. I know for some persons, people, like, especially when it's not like their own business, people don't take it very seriously. They just have this nonchalant attitude because it's someone else's business. But really, in order to minimize money problems as much as possible, at least you need to have a stable source of income, and the need for you to protect it. Thus, the need to be dependable and industrious is not just limited to persons who are working for someone, okay? This also applies to entrepreneurs. I feel like the word to work hard, the need to work hard, it's more when you're running a personal business, because from the planning of the business to delivering your services, it's all on you. Even when the business is like large enough for you to employ some persons to do some things, you still like to oversee all the activities in your organizations, okay, or in your business. So yes, I feel like this is also very important. You render services that other persons or other people in your society also render. So it's not like you are the only one rendering such service. Hence the need for you to be very dependable. The people you're rendering your services to, your clients, need to depend on you, need to rely on you, that, or just a phone call, I can get my job done and with the quality that I want delivered to me, okay? So yeah, so this is very important too for business owners. Now, number two on the list is have a budget, okay? Now, we cannot completely run away from money problems, and that is why the emphasis is minimizing money problems, not like eradicating it, okay? So have a budget. The importance of a budget cannot be overemphasized. A country like Nigeria has a budget, how much more your household? So don't feel like you can't plan for your small household. You need to plan like everything, or all aspects of your life that you spend money on need to be categorized and funds allocated to each of those category, and as much as possible try to stick to the budget. Okay, budget is as good as useless if you don't stick to it. Then what's the point of actually having a budget? Budget will help you to spend money on important things, because without a budget you may find yourself spending money on less important things. At the end of the day, you just realize that you do not even have enough money for things that are really really important. It also helps you not to overspend, not to go overboard. You now find yourself spending your savings. No. And if for any reason in your budget category you overspend in one category, you can actually take from another category that you have spent less, okay, to make up for that. So take for example, you already overspend in your fuel, okay, for the month. Now you can decide to take from dining out, the money you've already budgeted for dining out for your family, or if you're a single person, for yourself, to now make up for that, rather than you wanting to now like get money from your savings to do that. Okay, so yes, budget is very very important, and especially for ladies, because we kind of oftentimes or sometimes buy on impulse. Yes, just something that you like and you just feel like, you know what, I can afford it, let me buy it, and we just buy it. So budget will as well help you to reduce, if not possible, reduce as much as possible actually impulse expenditures or impulse spending. Now the third, which this is very very important, is avoid debts. Okay, now as much as possible try to avoid going into debt. And yes, except of course it's an emergency or things that are really really very important, and for the moment you do not have the money to like do what you have to do. Okay, yeah, but other than that, you have to like be conscious. Tell yourself, I do not want to be indebted to anyone financially this year. Like as much as possible try to avoid debt. If for as much as possible try to avoid debt. So if for any reason you see what you like and you do not have the money to buy it, now instead of you to buy it on credit and then tell yourself you pay when you have the money, or if okay, it would be best you save up money to buy for that items. I know this can be hard, especially when that item you feel like it's very beautiful, you would love to have it, and then you also feel like maybe before you even have the money, the item may not even be available anymore. So that is where the pressure comes in. Oftentimes you now want to buy that item on credit, or you want to now borrow money to pay for the item, and you tell yourself when you have money you're going to refund that to the person who lent you the money. Okay, now the truth is this is a trap, especially for people who will tell you, don't worry, you're my customer, you can have it now, I know you don't owe me, just take it. Avoid it. It's a trap. See, if you know me, I love to look good, but at the same time I try not to buy anything on credit. I try not to go into debt. Okay, because really, if you feel like this is very very beautiful, this is a very beautiful dress, you can't afford to leave it my there, by the time you go out tomorrow you are going to see better. So oftentimes that is what I used to console myself. If for a moment I see an item that I like and I cannot afford it at the moment, I just tell myself, you know what, better is coming, because I'll go out tomorrow and see something more beautiful. For that outfit you have 2 years ago which you felt was the best in your wardrobe, I'm pretty sure now you have that dress that you fancy more. Okay, yeah, so that is it about life. So there is no need, and because business owners want to sell, want to make money, they sometimes want to encourage you to buy and then you pay when you have the money. Like I said, it's a trap. Avoid it as much as possible. This applies to when you're dealing with, be it your siblings, your friends who are into business. A debt is a debt. Whether you're whether to your family, to friends, or to people outside. See, if you're indebted financially to someone, you're indebted financially to the person. So even dealing with your family members, please try as much as possible to avoid debt. And then now, if for some reason you go into debt, like I said, there's an emergency or something very, very important that you need finance for, and someone now lend you money, it's important to have a payment plan. Tell yourself, have a payment plan as regards how and when you plan on getting this money to pay the person back. Okay, that won't make you to be dependable as well, like you're trusted. Okay, so have that payment plan, and if as much as possible, try to pay up when you say you would pay up. Okay, now the fourth on my list, which this one is very, very important, is learn to say no to some financial demands from friends and from families. Now, do not get me wrong, I'm not saying do not help your family. That's not what I'm saying in this video. But as much as possible, learn to use the word no. Like, I used to be in this position where I feel like I have to please everyone. So even if it means me using my last cash for something that on a normal day would be very, very important to me, because I did not want to be looked as being wicked. I did not want to be looked upon as not wanting to help. I will not say yes, and then in the inner room I'll be crying, looking for someone to like give me money. Really, it doesn't make any sense. So as much as possible, if you cannot at that moment help, say no. It's beyond your control. It's beyond your control. It's beyond your ability at that point to help. It's beyond your ability to help. And if those people are actually reasonable, they will know that, oh, this is not you. So for you to say no, it means you do not have. Now, you want to avoid some persons in a bid to please family and friends. They go as far as borrowing money, as far as being in debt financially to someone else just to make up for their family. Now, if this is an emergency, it may be understandable, but if it's something that can wait so you have the means to like help the person, then let it wait. And when you have the means, assist as much as you possibly can, but do not be afraid to say no when you do not have the means to help. If you feel like you're not doing well, there's no need to beat yourself about it. Think about those points that I have mentioned. For me, so it's not like I've been doing excellently well in this regard, especially when it comes to my budget. I buy a lot, so sometimes I see myself doing impulse buying, and when I now leave the shop, I now realize that, you know what, this thing you even bought is something that could have waited. Okay, so yeah, I want to like reduce impulse buying as much as possible, stick to my budget more this year. So yeah, that is the area like I need to work on more. Yeah, so if you have more tips on how to minimize money problem, please let us know in the comment section, okay, so that we can read and as well benefit. And do not forget to like this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and if you feel like what you see is what really interests you, then please subscribe. And do not forget as well to share my video if you feel it's going to benefit your friends and your families. Until I see you in my next video, thank you so much for watching. As always, try to stay safe for yourself and for your loved ones.